Good morning, class. This is your English teacher, Sanjay. I welcome you all to yet another YouTube session wherein we discuss lessons from English Marigold from time to time. As due to an ongoing devastating pandemic, our learning method and modules have all changed. So here we are. We are back with yet another lesson. So without any further ado, let us begin. Today, I've decided to take up the first story of Unit 1. For your understanding, I'll take up the first story of Unit 1. Previously, in the previous lesson, we have studied a poem, if you remember, right? Unit 1 consists of your poems and a lesson. So, previously, we have already studied the poem called First Day at School. You all remember, I believe, the name of the poem was First Day at School. And here we are, class. We are back with yet another video. Today we'll take up a story, not a poem. Clear? We'll take up a story by the name Haldi's Adventure. Okay. Here is apostrophe S. That means we are talking about Haldi as a person. So Haldi is the name of this girl. Okay. Haldi is a Hindi word. Haldi actually means turmeric, but here Haldi does not mean turmeric. It means, it refers to name of a young girl of your age. Okay. Now we come across a new word here, adventure. What is adventure? Let us find out. So the word adventure refers to an exciting series of events. Unusual, isn't it? Something that brings out excitement of you refers to adventure. For example, mountain climbing can be adventurous. Okay, taking to water sports can be adventurous. So any activity that excites you is adventure. Okay, so Haldi will be into some adventure. Let us read out and find out what kind of adventure will she land herself into. Okay, so there are some beautiful pictures of zebras, isn't it? Zebra with spectacles. Have you ever seen, class? Wonderful, isn't it? Just see, the zebras have put on wonderful, lovely looking glasses, and here is Haldi. It shows Haldi and zebras will get along quite well as the story moves on. Okay, so let's start reading. You're ready, and I believe you all have opened your English Marigold textbook, Unit 1. And if you ask me about page number, it has to be page number 8. Okay, so open your book at page 8 if you want clarity of vision. Otherwise, I believe the video is clear enough. You can watch that. Okay, so Haldi's adventure. Let's begin. One morning, as Haldi walked to school, I'll highlight for your better understanding. One morning, as Haldi walked to school, she met a giraffe. The giraffe wore big glasses and held a book in his hand. He smiled and said, "Good morning, Haldi." Okay, so what happens? Let me see. So one fine morning, Haldi is on her way to school. School people, they normally go to school, isn't it? Now, since these are challenging and difficult times, we are not going to school. Okay, so Haldi goes to school. Okay, one fine morning she goes to school, and there, she meets a giraffe. What is a giraffe? You all know, right? This creature with a long neck is called giraffe. Okay, so Haldi meets this giraffe who is wearing this wonderful, lovely looking glasses, you see. And this giraffe also held a book. We all have textbook and all, isn't it? So this giraffe was also holding a book. Okay, so what happens as we move ahead? Let's find out. So as Haldi approaches, giraffe smiles. Whenever we see someone in the morning, what do we say? I was telling you. So Giraffe was doing this. Giraffe was smiling, and then he wished Haldi a good morning. He said, "Good morning, Haldi." Okay. Now let's continue reading, class. Haldi looked up at him. We are here for your understanding. Haldi looked up at him. "I'm sorry to stare," she said, "but I have never met a giraffe like you." "My name is Smiley," said the giraffe. "Whenever you see," we are here, okay, class? "Whenever you see me, you will smile." Okay. So there is conversation going on between Haldi and Smiley. Now, who is Smiley? Who's Haldi? Haldi is this cute little girl, and Smiley is this lovely giraffe. Okay, they were talking. What were they talking? So Haldi says, "I'm sorry to stare." So stare means to look. Okay. She says, "I'm sorry, but I have never met a wonderful giraffe like you." He says, "My name is Smiley. Whenever you see me, you'll feel like smiling." Okay. Let's continue reading, class. Haldi was surprised. So when do you get surprised? When you see something exciting, wonderful, isn't it? So Haldi was surprised and happy too. Then she remembered. What did she remember? Let's find out. Then she remembered that she would be late for school. So as she was talking, she remembers, "Oh my God, I'll be late for school." So she said to the giraffe, "I would love to talk to you, but I must rush to school or I'll be late." Rush, class, we find out one new word called rush. Rush means to hurry. Whenever you are late, you rush for thing. Okay. So Haldi was talking with the giraffe. Okay. But then she remembers, "Oh, I got to go to school." She thought she will be late for school, isn't it? So she tells the giraffe, "Oh my God, I might be late for school. I was enjoying this conversation, but I must go now. Otherwise, I'll be late." Okay. So what will giraffe say now? Let's find out by reading the following paragraph. The giraffe said, "Not if you ride on my back. If you climb on my back, I will run so fast that you will feel you are flying to school. Do you go to school every day?" Okay, so giraffe says, "Hey, don't worry. Don't worry, Haldi. If you ride on my back," means giraffe is giraffe is asking Haldi to sit on her back here. Okay, he is asking Haldi to sit on her back. He says, "If you sit on my back, you'll feel like a bird flying." Okay, birds fly, isn't it? See, these creatures are called birds. I'll draw a lovely bird, though the drawing may not be very interesting, just so that you have an idea. Okay, so here is the bird. Isn't it, class? You may also try drawing such. His feet are looking like duck's feet. Anyways, let's just have an idea. Yeah. Okay, so here is the bird. Birds fly in the sky, isn't it? So Mr. Giraffe here is telling Haldi that if you sit on my back, you will fly, you will feel as if you were flying like a free bird. You will feel like you are flying. Who's saying this to whom? The giraffe is saying this to Haldi. Okay. So let's find out. He is also asking Haldi, "Do you go to school every day, Haldi?" So this giraffe is up to something. Okay. So what will Haldi say? Haldi says, "Yes," said Haldi. "I go to school on Mondays Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So it seems Saturday and Sundays are holiday. Okay. On Saturdays, I play games at school. So Haldi goes to school on Saturday, but then she mostly plays games on which day? Saturday. Okay. So Haldi says, yes, I go to school on every day. I go on Monday, I go on Tuesday, I go on Wednesday, I go on Thursday, Friday also. Also Saturday. But on Saturday, I do not study. What do? I play games. Okay. If times were normal, I'm sure most of you would be in school and then you would have played game also, right? But then now we are not able. Let us hope and pray that the virus goes away. Okay. So let's continue. What do you do in school? Asked the giraffe. I learn about the stars, the trees, the birds, and the animals. Okay, so Giraffe is asking, hey Haldi, what do you learn at school? She says, I learned so many things. I learned about the big stars, about green trees, trees, right? Stars, right? So Giraffe asks, what do you learn? So she says, I learned about stars, I learned about trees, I've shown you what birds are. So animals also like lion, tiger, cheetah, monkey. Okay. Let me clean this up for you. Yeah. That is good, said the giraffe. I love books too. They are lots of fun. Now jump on my back. I will take you to school. Okay. So, giraffe, he says, that is good. It's so nice. I also love reading books. They are so fun. It's so fun to read book. Now, Haldi, can you jump on my back? I will take you to school. Okay, this is said by giraffe to Haldi. Okay. Now what will happen? Let's find out. Haldi then jumped on the giraffe's back and found that she could see so many things from the top. Because giraffes are tall animal, isn't it? So Haldi jumps on the top of the giraffe, and as soon as she is on the top, she can see so many things like a bird. And before she knew it, she had reached the school playground. Okay, she had reached the school playground. She climbed down. Okay, the text is blurred here. Yeah. She climbed down. When it must be yeah. When she turned, this is when she turned back to thank the giraffe, she found, okay, this word is found. Yeah, it's back. It's back. Yeah. So when she turned back to thank the giraffe, she found that he had gone away. Okay, so the giraffe gave a ride to Haldi by making her sit on his back. And it was so quick. Okay, even it was quicker than her imagination. So as she climbed down, and before even she could turn away to say thank you to Smiley just was too quick. She just went away. Alright. So let's continue reading. Here, see. Haldi is smiling and enjoying the ride, isn't it? Smiley, the giraffe, makes her sit on her back. Right? Class, do you want to do something like that? Yeah. Must be wonderful, isn't it? Going to school by riding on a giraffe. Let's continue reading. Oh, Haldi thought. What a wonderful adventure I had. So Haldi thinks, today was wonderful day. I had such a great adventure. Okay, class. So This is the conclusion, class. It was a nice story. It was an adventurous story wherein we find that there is this little girl Haldi who one day decides to go to school, isn't it? As she walks to get up to school, she finds a giraffe by the name Smiley on her way. So Smiley is a lovely smart giraffe wearing spectacles and all, right? So as she moves, Smiley greets by looking at her. How does Smiley greet her? Smiley says, "Good morning." And then Smiley, gives her what? What does Smiley give her? Smiley offers her a ride to school because she says she might be late. So as she sits on the back of the giraffe, what happens? They quickly reach the school, and even before Haldi could thank the giraffe, he just goes away. And Haldi says, "Oh, what a wonderful adventure I have had today. It felt so good." Okay. With this, class, the story concludes. Now let's take a quick look at the reading is fun session. You ready? I believe you're ready. Reading is fun, page number 11. Where was Haldi going, class? We all know Haldi was going to school, isn't it? The answer is Haldi was going to school. Why did Haldi stare at the giraffe? Haldi stared at the giraffe because the giraffe was too tall and pretty to look at. How did she reach school? She reached school by riding on the giraffe's back. How did she reach school? By riding on the back of I'll write here, the giraffe, isn't it? Okay, let me set it up for you. Yeah, giraffe, right? Pretty simple, I believe, class. Yeah. So let's see what else do we have here. It's over. Okay, so reading is fun. Now let's talk. Talking is also important, class. Learning English is not joke. Okay, you got to know how to talk properly as well. So let's see. How do you go to school? There must be different ways, isn't it? While we used to go to school, some used to come by van, some were dropped by their parents, some used to walk, isn't it? So there could be very different means, vans, right? Some of the means could be vans, getting dropped by parents, and then some prefer walking, especially those who live close by, right? So what do you wear to school? What do we wear, class? I believe everyone knows we wear something called uniform. What is it? It is uniform, right? Yeah. Then what else do we have? Have you ever seen anything strange on your way to school? Talk about it. It depends on individual answer, isn't it? If you have seen anything on your way to school, you can write about it. It could be something like, let's say, you saw a fun fair, you saw some people dancing, whatever you feel like is appropriate, you may write it. You may talk about it. As far as talking is concerned, you can practice this exercise with your parents, and if with your parents or either your siblings, brother or sister, that is how you can get along with this exercise. Okay, say aloud. So I'll read this. It will be reading and pronunciation drill. Drill refers to exercise activity that we do. So as I read this read aloud section, you can repeat after me. Yeah, let's do it. Paddle, saddle, cradle, down, clown, sound, round, school, pool, rule. After rule, we have cool, tool, isn't it? What are the words, class? The words are paddle, saddle, cradle, isn't it? Down, clown, sound, round, school, pool, rule, cool, and then we have tool as the final word. Color, let's color. I believe you all love coloring. Do you? I hope you do. So, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to color. Find the shapes. What are shapes? Things of this nature. This is triangle. This is circle or sphere. These are lines or line segments, isn't it? You are asked to color them. You color all the lines with blue. You color the circle with red. You color the rest with yellow. Okay? Rest means triangle. It's a fun activity. Class, do it on your own. I hope you can do it quite easily. It's not that difficult as well. Yeah? So, class, with this, basically, we conclude the story and we also took a look at the exercises, isn't it? So in the upcoming class we will talk about another poem called the paddling pool, and then there are some exercises and singing exercises. We'll do those also. Then slowly we will move on to unit 2. Alright, class? So it was wonderful to have you all and to share experience of this lesson with you all. It felt really great. I believe you learn well and do the exercises that you have been asked to. So with this we come to conclusion of the class today. Be sure to carry on with your learning, keep working hard, keep learning new things, and remember, do not go out unnecessarily at all. Always wear a mask and wash your hands, because we have to defeat coronavirus, isn't it? I hope to see you back very soon, all of you. Thank you, everyone. Let's wind up the class here. It was wonderful to have this session conducted. Thank you. Have a great time ahead. Keep learning, keep working hard. Bye bye.